So here we go. This is the Warpaint tier list, the final version, the official version, the only version that matters. Baseline of Civic Duty Mark II has been set, and the rest of the tier list. All right, let's get started. First up, Autumn Mark II. Autumn Mark II is a C tier, and I'll tell you why. It's not a bad Warpaint, but it's nothing amazing either. And the unfortunate thing about Autumn Mark II is that the original Autumn skins were a lot better, and I'll show you why. Because the original Autumn skins had a really beautiful fade pattern on them. I know I've shown this before like 100 times. So if you go to something like the shotgun, you can get a lovely orange to pink fade pattern on these, and they look really, really good. You know, you can get full orange, you can get pink, you can get dark brown. You get a lot of variety with these skins, and I thought they were very good. Unfortunately, when you go to the Autumn Mark II Warpaint, they removed the amount of pink you can get in the fade, so you don't get as vibrant of colors, and that really ticks me off. So like if you go to something like the grenade launcher, right? You don't get pink anymore. It limits itself out as a very brown, orange, almost red. You know, you don't get pink anymore. You get, again, it's very, very muted, not nearly as bright as it used to be. So for that reason, it's a C tier. It's not bad, but it's not amazing either. Carpet Bomber Mark II. God, I want this Warpaint to be better, but it's just so busy. I deliberated on this Warpaint for a while, and I just think it's okay, but at the same time, it's just really, really has a lot going on with it. And I want it to be better, but if you put it on something that has like a larger weapon model surface, so Carpet Bomber Mark II, you know, let's go to something like the Black Box. Oh god, it hurts my eyes to look at a little bit. I love the color scheme, I think it's great, but it's just, fuck me, it's just way too busy. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's just, it would be in C tier if it just wasn't so damn busy, and that really ticks me off because I'd enjoy the skin a lot more if it wasn't. Civil Servant Mark II, people are saying like, oh, you're just afraid of this skin being good. This skin is half okay and half dog shit, and I'll show you why it's half dog shit. So Civil Servant Mark II. The red variant is ugly. I don't like the brown and almost brown orange color scheme at all. I'm not a fan of it. But then you go to the blue side, and this actually looks really good. It's like this blue concrete color with yellow and blue and yellow is a very good color scheme. But the other half is dog shit, and for that reason, I'm putting it in shit tier because most of the time, or half the time you're playing the game, it looks really bad. So I'm putting you just firmly planted in shit tier. I see no way to justify this Warpaint. I hope I'm not boring you all to death. Macaw Mast is soy tier. No, it's not. No, we'll get to that eventually. Forest Fire Mark II is by far the ugliest Warpaint in the game. I don't even need to show it in game to justify that stance because goddamn, you thought the original Forest Fire was bad. This one is just baby shit green and sewer water brown and dark brown. You're firmly planted in shit tier. That's right where you belong, and it will never come out. Night Owl Mark II. I like this one a lot, but at the same time, it's nothing special. It's a really cool black and orange Warpaint. I love the geometrical pattern that it has on it. I love the orange stripes. The only downside is I don't like the background texture that you see on something like the Night Terror. It's kind of blobby, like just kind of lazy military camo. And yeah, I understand they put like the TF2 logo, character logos in there. So like you go to Night Owl Mark II. Night Owl Mark II. It's pretty cool, but oh, I didn't mean to do that. Night Owl Mark II. It's pretty cool, but at the same time, it's like I wish it had more of the orange. It's just very flat. It's very flat, but it's not a bad Warpaint. It's certainly not a bad Warpaint, and that's why it's going in C tier. It's just good. It's just good. Up next, we have Plaid Podshotter Mark II. This is another just good Warpaint. If you want a bright Warpaint that's team colored, you know, really solid color scheme to match the team you're playing on, this is the Warpaint to go for. It looks good on pretty much everything. Higher wares don't look so great, but the only thing that's keeping this Warpaint out of B tier is the fact that it has these kind of built-in scratches on them, and I don't like the fact that it has built-in scratches. So if you go to Plaid Podshotter, there we go, And if you put it on something like, I don't know, let's put it on the black box or something with a large surface. Any of them will do. Like, okay, like the minigun. Minigun will probably be a good example. So you go to the minigun and you have these chips of paint that appear, and I don't want these to appear. I want something that's factory new to be a flawless skin. I don't want chips and scratches on it. But you get them in factory new condition, and it's just a big eyesore. So I don't like that. That's the only thing holding it back from a B tier, and it's going in C tier. So, but this is another just good skin. I think it's fine. Woodland Warrior Mark II. Chloe is gonna kill me. I just don't like this war paint. It's an even more boring military camo pattern that's largely just brown and baby shit green. I don't like it. I really don't. It doesn't look good on anything. And the color scheme is very muted and flat. It has the wacky crab sticker. So I'm putting you in D tier. It's not shit. It's not shit. It's not shit, but it's definitely not it's not good. It's not shit, but it's not good. In that same vein, we have Woodsy Widowmaker Mark II. That's just a worse version of Night Owl Mark II. Why would you ever use this when this skin exists for the exact same price and it looks better in every single way? Because you have the worst of the two black military camo patterns with baby shit green, the exact same green that's on Woodland Warrior. And it just doesn't look that great on anything, and it's going in D tier. So, and at higher wears, it looks really bad. Very meh. Okay, the last one from this collection is Rat Reviver Mark II. This one is very underrated. Not a lot of people are aware of this one, just given how rare it is to have it in game in the Mark II Warpaint. And I think it looks very good. I'm especially a big fan of the solid color bits, like here, here, and here, that turn blue. I really like the color scheme that this Warpaint has. And I think it looks really good on something like, especially like the revolver. Like, look at that. I love the solid color pieces on this. It looks so good. This is definitely better than good, so I'm putting it in B tier. It's a really nice team colored war paint. Right up into B tier. All right, next up, we have the Contract Campaigner Collection. And starting us off, it's everything bad about the Woodsy Widowmaker Mark II and everything bad about the Woodland Warrior and something that wasn't as bad about the Night Owl Mark II, and then they just made it green. Oh god, and this war paint is, again, it's just so flat that when you put it on a weapon, it's just all green. Oh dear god, it's just all green. Oof, I don't like this war paint at all. It's too much green, and it looks bad. It's not, and not the good kind of green either. So I'm firmly planting you, my friend, in shit tier. I can't drink water, it's falling out of my mouth. Hey, if you like your camo, that's fine. It's cool to like your camo. Whatever you like, you're fine. You're good to like your camo. It's totally okay. Bovine, oops, all green. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Bovine Blazemaker, touch the cow, do it now. This is a really good war paint. It's definitely one of my favorites in the game. I think it looks really good on pretty much everything. So Bovine Blazemaker Mark II. It's a Holstein cow pattern, and it reminds me of home because I'm from Texas. So I see cows, I see wood, I see kind of like, you know, the gold on it. I really, really like this war paint. So it's a very nice war paint. I just think it's very nice. So I'm putting this in A tier. It's better than Rat Reviver Mark II, and it's an A tier skin. I think it looks great. I like it. Oppositely, we have Dead Reckoner Mark II. The original Dead Reckoner revolver was totally fine. There was nothing wrong with it. The black on the muted yellow looked really good, but then they had to go and ruin the war paint by adding this hideously bright white texture. And it does not contrast, it contrasts fine with the black, but it looks terrible with the yellow. It looks awful. It's hideous with the yellow. And it looks fucking terrible on everything for that reason. If they didn't add the yellow, it would be so much better. So I'll just show you what that looks like, right? So Dead Reckoner, the original one, is totally fine. The only little pieces of white that we got were on the trigger, the hammer, and then like the sight, right? And then if you go to Dead Reckoner Mark II, oh god, it just, oh no, I don't like the white on this. It contrasts so badly. Oh god, it's definitely not the worst of the worst. I will give it that much. It still has some pleasing aspects to it, but I'm putting it firmly in D tier. The white looks absolutely terrible. It just doesn't look good. All right. In my opinion, what would be a good replacement? Just keep it black. Black or perhaps a lighter gray would look good. Maybe even yellow. Maybe even the same yellow that's on the skulls would look better. But having white on it just doesn't look good with the yellow skulls at all. Ironwood Mark II is a very, very good war paint. It's crisp, it's clean, it's brushed metal, polished wood, polished brass. I love this war paint to death. It's simple, it looks really good on pretty much every weapon. Higher wares don't look bad with this war paint either, but the only thing that's keeping it out of A tier for me is the fact that the brass on the brass texture is just a little bit too bright. It pops out a little bit. That's the original. But then if you go to the Mark II, the yellow is just almost, it's just a bit too much. It's close to being really good. So like go to something like the scattergun and like just, wow, it's really yellow. I mean, it still looks really nice, but damn, it's the only thing keeping it out of an A tier for me. So Ironwood goes directly into B tier. It's definitely better than good. It's a nice war paint. Macabre Web Mark II. This one is another one that is definitely better than good. I'm just gonna go ahead and place it in B tier. So Macabre Web Mark II doesn't suffer from the same problem as Autumn Mark II in that the colorful fade that you get with Macabre Web was perfectly preserved in the Mark II war paint, and I really appreciate that. So if you go to something like the minigun, you can have either this kind of muted green or teal blue, and you can get different color combinations on certain aspects of the weapon. And then if you go to Macabre Web Mark II, you get the exact same thing. Why they didn't do this for the Autumn Mark II war paint is completely unknown to me. Why wouldn't they preserve the same fade? And it irritates me that they didn't do that. So it's definitely a B tier skin. It's very good. It's certainly not like amazing, but it's very good. I like it a lot. Let's see. Mass Mender Mark II. God. The only redeeming quality about this war paint for me is the orange, but it suffers from the same thing that Plaid Potshotter does, and it has purposeful paint chips that are missing. So even in factory new, you can have splotches of color that are missing, and you go to Mass Mender Mark II, and it's too much of the weird kind of like charcoal pattern and not enough of the orange. You can kind of get something that looks like a Nerf gun, so I mean it has that going for it, but it's just not, I can't say that this is as good as Civic Duty Mark II or Night Owl, so I'm putting it in D tier. So there you go. Nutcracker Mark II is one of the few Mark II skins that looks way better than the original versions of the skin, primarily because you get way more of the acorn head texture on every weapon model than you do than the original skins. You get less of the yellow, you get more of the acorn, you get more of the brown tertiary, and I guess you call it, what's the fourth one? Quaternary? Not quaternary. That's a geologic period. But this one just looks really good on most weapons, so I like this one a lot. So I'm gonna also put this, where did I put this one last time? I put it in C tier. I would definitely say it's on the same level as Night Owl and Civic Duty and all of these. So it firmly planted in D tier. Oily hair, no, it's actually my forehead that's very greasy. Unfortunately, I ooze. I don't know why I ooze. I wish I knew, but you know, my hair's actually doing pretty good right now. It's pretty good. You can see my bald spot. Oh god, why am I losing hair? Oh, it sucks. I hate getting old. It's a bitch. Okay. Small Town Bring Down. is basically just a slightly different version of Civic Duty Mark II, and for that reason, I'm putting it in the exact same tier. It's basically the exact same Warpaint. Okay. Now we have the Jungle Jackpot Collection. Okay, so here we go. Anodized Aloha is just a slightly better version of Autumn Mark II for me. Why? Because it has more orange and less blue, and I think that looks amazing. And you can get this really nice orange and brown fade that looks infinitely better than the Autumn Mark II. So Anodized Aloha, you can get bright orange or bright orange or bright orange or brown. So you get a lot more color variation in this one, and I just think it looks all around better than Autumn Mark II. So, but can I say it's at the same level as Macabre Web, Ironwood, and things like that? Unfortunately, I can't. So it's also going to go in C tier. Well, it's because of the headphone headband moving around. You can just fix it a little bit. Okay, Bamboo Brushed. I mean, it is what it is. What you see is what you get. You get gray and you get brown, and that's it. It's certainly not shit, but it's not good either. So I don't even need to show this one off in game, so I'm just gonna put it right in D tier. There are things worse than Bamboo Brushed, and for that reason it's going in D tier. Ah, speaking of worse than Bamboo Brushed, we have Croc Dusted. Yay, it's our very first, like, official sticker Warpaint. Wow, gee, look at this fucking abomination in game. Hold on, let me get to it. So, Croc Dusted, wow, it's just crocodile stickers on top of a solid blue color pattern and sand, because crocodiles live on the beach. And oh, if you're lucky, if you're really lucky, you can get the rare pink crocodile. Let me see if I can get it. Pink crocodile, pink crocodile, pink crocodile. Hold on, let me just put on like the black box just to expedite the process here. Pink crocodile, where's the rare pink crocodile? Do I get it? Where, there it is, there's the rare pink crocodile, yay! It's the rare sticker, yay! It's dog shit, I fucking hate this Warpaint, it looks terrible on everything, I'm putting it in shit tier, I don't like it. Right down at the bottom, fucking terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna do these two at the same time. Leopard Printed and Tiger Buffed. Both of these are amazing Warpaints because of the amount of color variation you can get in either of them. You can get an orange tiger, or you can get a white leopard, or you can get a black tiger, or you can get a slightly orange leopard. And the secondary and tertiary colors also change quite a bit depending on the random seed that you get. And they both look absolutely amazing. So let me go to Tiger Buffed real quick just to show you what that looks like. So Tiger Buffed, and let's not do it on the black box. Let's go to like the sticky bomb launcher. So here's like a gray tiger, and then an orange tiger, and then a white tiger, and then another orange tiger. Let me see if I can get a black one. Black one's the rarest. White. Give me black tiger. Black tiger, or there's a yellow tiger, or gold tiger even. Give me black. Give me black. There you go. Black tiger is the rarest. The amount of colors you can get in these Warpaints is absolutely amazing. And even at higher wears, you still get all the color. It's all still there. I love this Warpaint a lot. And both of these are firmly planted in A tier. They are amazing, and they look great on everything. So, right into A tier with the both of you. And the only thing in this collection that's going to outshine those two Warpaints is Macaw Masked. Macaw Masked is my favorite Warpaint in the game. It looks so good on everything. The amount of color variation you can get in this is second to none in this game, and it is absolutely amazing. You can get green, you can get blue, you can get yellow, you can get orange. You can get so many different colors in this Warpaint, and you know, in different rarities of color as well. The most common of which being green. Second is blue, then yellow and orange, or no, sorry, then red and yellow, then, no, rewind. Green is the most common, followed by blue, followed by red or orange, followed by yellow, followed by white. There's a very rare chance of getting a white pattern on the Macaw Masked Warpaint. So if I get lucky here and I can pull up one that has white, I can show you what that looks like. So red and blue. Oh, there we go. Here's one that's like a full yellow secondary pattern. So you can get like a lot of bright yellow on certain parts of the weapon model. It looks really cool. Give me a white one. Full orange is very rare. Give me white. White, please. I want white. Show me white. Give me the money. Show me the money. Oh, fuck, there it was. God damn it. Click slower. Click slower. I want to show it off. Oh, it's yellow and red. How does that look? Whoa. Okay. Just the variety of color you can get in this Warpaint is simply amazing. It looks so good. It's enjoyer tier. This is the best of the best that you can get in this game. It's Macaw Mask. It looks absolutely amazing. Banana Peeled. Banana Peeled is very underrated, and I'll tell you why. Because this is one of the few Warpaints that looks pretty good at higher wares, and I'll show you why. So the thing about Banana Peeled is that the banana texture, I'll put it on something like the black box, just a better example. Or no, let's do like the grenade launcher. It'll probably be better if I did it on that. So grenade launcher. So at higher wares, it doesn't go away to show the same color of the weapon model underneath. It just looks like a beat to shit banana. It actually turns white and doesn't reveal the same color underneath. And the more you wear it down, it just looks like a beat up and bruised banana. And this Warpaint is really cool and unique for that reason. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's just another really good Warpaint that's often very underrated. In that same vein, Pina Polished tried to do the same thing, and it failed absolutely miserably because like bruised pineapple looks butt ugly. So Pina Polished, oh god, and it just oof. Oh man, I think it's this green texture that really doesn't do it any favors, and the fact that like underneath it looks more like rotten, and it's just significantly more ugly in comparison to Banana Peeled. So, and it's certainly not a good Warpaint either, so I'm putting it in D tier. Right down there. Okay, so now we have our first elite grade Warpaint in the game. This one's okay. We have a distinct lack of white Warpaints in TF2, so it's very nice to have this in the game. Unfortunately, they kept it to the theme of the Jungle Inferno update, so it's like, oh, it's like Jurassic Park, but it's Yeti Park, and it's a little bit too busy. And I mean, it's given the color scheme, it's certainly deserving of elite grade, and it's certainly not bad either. It's certainly better than good, but it's not anything that's really, you know, exciting. So let me go to Park Pigmented real quick. So Park Pigmented, it's, you know, it is what it is. It's very simple, you know. It's all right. Not a whole lot going on with it. I'm gonna give this one a B tier. You know, it's one of the lower quality, not lower quality, but it's like less appealing elite grade Warpaints. It's pretty good. And then and we have Sax Waxed. Oh man, it puts the lotion in the basket, or it puts the lotion on the skin, or it gets the hose again. This is a very Buffalo Bill-esque skin, and it creeps me out for that reason, because this is Saxton Hale's skin, and that's kind of gross, and I don't like it for that reason. By the way, this is Saxton Hale's nipple right here. This is his nipple on the Warpaint. I can show it in greater detail if you want to see it. Oh god, Sax Wax. Let me get. That looks like a penis. Oh god, I don't like that. Let's just. Oh fuck me. Minigun, please get this off my screen. And then you can get like a tattoo. Where's the nipple? Let me see if I can just get lucky and get the nipple on this thing. It's not common. It's very small. Give me Saxton Hale's nipple, please. I want to see if I can get it. There, oh, there it was. Fuck! I'm clicking too fast. There it is. There's the nipple. There it is. Oh my god. I mean, but the hat texture and the pants texture still look pretty good, and it looks pretty neat on most weapons. So it's still a good Warpaint. It just kind of grosses me out. Ugh. And then Yeti Coated. D tier. That's all I have to say about Yeti Coated. I don't like it. I'll show you why I don't like Yeti Coated. I will say something about it. So if you go to Yeti Coated, and then you look at like this purple veiny texture, and you go to like something that shows it off more, like the sticky bomb launcher, or yeah, like on the handle. This purple veiny texture is meant to resemble like, oh yeah, it's the muscles of the Yeti. But to me, it just looks like a pair of shaved balls. If you've ever had Rocky Mountain oysters, or if you've ever prepared Rocky Mountain oysters in your own kitchen, it's basically bull testicles. It looks like flesh, and I'm not a fan of fleshy war paints. The fur is cool. I like the eye, but I don't like that it's like meat. I don't like that it's meat. It's very gross to me, and it just doesn't look that great either. So I'm putting it in D tier. Oh my lord. Infernal Reward. Here's a collection with some good and some bad. Bankrolled is fairly just bland and flat. The money texture is a little bit too detailed, and it doesn't scale well on different weapon models. So you can't always see the money too well. So bankrolled. So it's a little hard to see the dollar bills on certain weapon models. If you go to something like the black box, which usually has the best scaling, it looks pretty good. But then if you go to something like the brass beast, which is a notoriously busy weapon model to even have a skin on, it's really choppy. And then if you go to other weapon models that are small, like the power jack, there's just nothing really that redeeming about it. So I'm not really big on it. I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's not shit, but it just really doesn't have anything going for it. Alternatively, we have Bloom Buffed, which is, in my opinion, one of the best war paints in the game. Beautifully team colored. I love Hawaiian prints on shirts. That's what I mostly wear when I'm at work, is I wear Hawaiian print shirts. And I love the pattern. I love the color scheme. It's simple. You know, the white plays very nicely. It contrasts well with the red and the blue. Looks good on every weapon model. Even at higher wears, looks very, very good. So I'm putting it in B tier. It's definitely better than good. Definitely better than good. And then we have this piece of shit. We have bonk varnished. Oh fuck me. Why did they put this in the game? It is so hideously bright, and as other people have pointed out before, it always makes your weapon look crit boosted. And holy fuck. So damn. Also, in anything other than factory new, it looks absolutely terrible. So like factory new, yeah, it's all there. And then, you know, minimal wear. Oh, fuck me. That is a lot of paint missing. And then field tested, well worn, battle scarred. Fuck, it looks so bad. Ugh. And it's just so bright. And it's like, it's bright and flat at the same time. I put this in D tier last time on the first video. I'm actually putting it in shit tier. I do not like bonk varnished at all. Brass beast, okay, we'll show the brass beast just to really drive the point home. There you go. Ooh, it looks like it went through a goddamn corn thresher. Holy shit. Oh, fuck me. Oh, that's really bad. Oh god. Okay, so a bit of a palette cleanser. Here is cardboard boxed. This is just a nice war paint. It's cute, it's quirky. It's the cardboard. I'm gonna beat you to death with cardboard. I'm gonna smack you upside the head with like a piece of cardboard, or I'm gonna shoot you with cardboard. Nintendo Labo, hee hee ha ha. It's a good skin. I'm putting it in C tier. It's just good. It makes you smile. It's nice. And then we have Clover Camoed, which also suffers from the same thing that Bankrolled does. It's slightly better than Bankrolled in that the green is a bit more deep and the texture pattern isn't nearly as detailed, but it's just flat and kind of boring. It doesn't look bad. So let's go to Clover Camoed real quick. So Clover Camoed, there you are. And let's get off the brass beast because most things look pretty terrible on the brass beast. So grenade launcher, oh shoot. Thank you, Hobo Batman. Oh, it's a great name. I love that. Thank you for subscribing. Very much appreciated. Clover Camoed. It's markedly better than Bankrolled, but I just don't think it's that great. It's just, it doesn't really belong. It doesn't really fit on anything. And I don't like it. But it's not shit, but it's not good either. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. You know, traders love this one because it's green and you get it with isotope. Like, wow, I'm noticeable and I'm in game. Wow. Dream Piped is dog shit. I don't like this one. This is just another sticker war paint with cute puppy and kitty clip art that's repeated over and over again on a solid color background with 2 more solid colors. Don't like it. There are other war paints that play to this same color scheme that look infinitely better. So I'm putting you firmly in shit tier. Goodbye. That's where you belong. Up next we have Fire Glazed. This war paint is very, very good. It's definitely one of the best elite grades in the game at this point, in that the color scheme is very nice. It's very bright. Yeah, you're right. The fucking Dream Piped is the medic girlfriend war paint. You know, if you have your pocket, you know, you want to shower them in gifts, you want to simp for a lady in TF2, you buy them factory new versions of this war paint and tell them to only use it on medic items so they can pocket you, but they'll never love you in real life because, you know, you're probably simping for a 78-year-old man living in his basement. So just letting you know now, don't simp for people in TF2. Anyways, Fire Glazed. The only thing that is keeping Fire Glazed out of A tier, or rather, the connoisseur tier, is the fact that the random orientations on the flame pattern can fuck up how good this war paint looks. For God damn it, I keep forgetting I have my custom war paint installed. Fuck. Shit. Well, I would show off Fire Glazed right now, but I have my custom war paint that my friend Lockie made for me that has Asuka on it, or my OC Zest, which looks like Asuka, but yeah, there you go. Oops. Anyways, the only thing that's keeping this out of A tier, the highest tier, is the flame orientations can get screwed up, and sometimes the flames look like they're coming from the side, or it can go up, or it can go down, so it doesn't always look the same. So I'm putting you in A tier. The color scheme is amazing and more than makes up for it, but the orientations of the flames are a major drawback on it. Yes, I know it's stickers on a solid color, but it's cute and it was made for me, and so I'm gonna use it and I like it. So it's nice. So I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so, yes, here we go. Freedom Wrapped. Oh, one of the best war paints in the game. My second favorite war paint. Looks good on everything. I'm not biased because I'm American. God, I love this war paint. It's just so good. You know, go to Freedom Wrapped. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Even on a flamethrower, even on the flamethrower, which is notorious for looking terrible with every war paint alongside the Brass Beast, it just looks so good. It's an amazing war paint. Like, oh man, and what's cool is at higher wears, it looks like it's been through a war, right? It's all charred and like you know, scorched and whatnot. It's just so fucking cool, you know? It looks like it's been through battle, and I love that so much. It's very, very, very patriotic. And again, this is battle scarred. It still looks sick. It's one of the best war paints in the game, and I'm putting it in the skin enjoyer tier. The highest of tiers is right where you belong, my friend. It's a very good war paint. I love it. Okay, coming up next, Kill Covered. Kill Covered is overhyped trash, and I don't like it. I don't like it because it's flat and it's only gray and black and it has nothing else going on with it. The only redeeming quality that Kill Covered has is this muted white pattern, or rather muted white secondary color, which does help some accents look a little bit better. But beyond that, it's just really boring with me. It's just an all, excuse me, it's an all black skin with, you know, with tick marks on it. And it's like, oh, it's the edgy war paint, yeah! I don't like it. I know people are gonna hate me for not liking this one, but it's like, it's just a chalkboard. This is the chalkboard war paint. I don't like it. It's overhyped crap, and it belongs in its home. Right down here. It's overhyped shit, and I don't like it. You're exactly right. It's better than Night Owl. It's better than Night Owl in every way, or rather, Night Owl is better in every way. Night Owl is so much better than Kill Covered, and it's cheaper. So, bye-bye. That's where you belong. Mercstained. You know what? Mercstained is... this one I consider heavily underrated. You know, TF orange contrasting with a muted white and a black gives good contrast while not being the shit yellow of the Dead Reckoner. I think this one's very good. It's a little bit shit at higher wear, so like anything below minimal wear looks pretty bad on this war paint. So that's the only thing keeping it out of B tier for me, so I'm putting it in C tier. It's all around good. All around good. And then we have Pizza Polished. I mean, it's pizza. It achieves what it sets out to do. But that's all it is it's pizza, and that's all I can say about it, really. And I don't. It's the details on it are too small, and it's nothing special. So I'm just putting you right in D tier, and it's not that great. Merc Stain looks a bit smudged, and I like that it looks a bit smudged. It's not like this pristine, bright color. I think it's very nice for that reason. It looks kind of scuffed like the rest of TF2's textures do, right? You know, it's very washed out, and I like it a lot. So, yeah. Pizza Polished, boring. Quack Canvassed. This is honestly just... this is actually the worst war paint in the game, or one of the worst war paints in the game. I fucking hate this war paint so much. It's pastel baby shit green with rubber duckies and then this boring gray pattern. I hate it. Shit. It's shit. I hate it so much. It looks so bad on everything. I don't like it. Yeah, we need more yellow and more green. Yeah! Did I check my trade offers? I did not. Apparently I have 3 new items in my inventory, though. Let's find out what they are. Oh, I got trading cards. Sweet. Why am I getting so many trading cards? Oh, shit. What did you send me? Holy fuck, you sent me a pumpkin pied minimal wear shotgun that's strange as well? You're fucking awesome, dude. Holy fuck, that's awesome. Thank you. And I got a strange blue. That's awesome. Thank you, man. You were too kind. That's awesome. I dig it. My thanks. Pull that up real quick. There you go. That's awesome. Look at this shit. That's cool. Thank you, Scotsman. You're very kind. I'll sort out this stuff later. Okay. Last but not least, Star-Crossed. This is another one that's just a little bit overhyped. In my opinion, it's nothing special. It's just another, you know, team-colored war paint, but other team-colored war paints just look about the same, if not slightly better. It's, in my opinion, nowhere near as good as something like Bloom Buffed, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. Star-Crossed is good, but it's not anything, you know, absolutely amazing. Traders also really overhyped this skin because it's like, oh, it looks good with Unusual, yeah, but it's nothing great. Okay. Now we are moving on into the Winter 2017 collection, and this is a very interesting collection because this is where Valve began experimenting with what they could get away with in terms of how they constructed Warpaint collections. Because up until this point, the first 4 Warpaint collections were all released at the same time. Now they started designing Warpaint collections that pulled only from the workshop, so they're seeing what quality they could get away with to make people still want to open Warpaint cases. At least that's how I interpret how they structured this case. So this Warpaint case has an abnormally high amount of really good Warpaints in it. And you'll see what I mean as I pull each one out. Aside from one, and we'll get to that, all right? So, first up, we have Alien Tech. Alien Tech is it's just cool. It's good, you know? It's black and green, you know, an emerald green. It's a really nice color scheme. Looks nice on pretty much every weapon model. The only thing that keeps it out of B tier for me is that it looks absolutely terrible in anything other than factory new. So let me go to Alien Tech just so I can show you. Why are you tiny? Oh, is it bugged? No, it's not bugged. Okay. So it looks nice, but then you go to field tested, and then it gets chewed up way too much. And then lower wears, it's not that great. Apparently the Persian Persuader is bugged with that war paint. I don't know why. Compared to other war paints at higher wears, it's still not that bad, but at the same time, it's just nothing absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's definitely good. It's definitely good. Also, something that is just definitely good is Bomber Soul. You know, it's another green and dark gray / black Warpaint, and all around, it's just good. Again, nothing super special. So I'm just gonna put it, you know, firmly in C tier. It's you know, it's decent. It's definitely decent. Okay, so here we go. Cabin Fevered, Red Rum. Here's Johnny. If for those of you unfamiliar with the movie The Shining, which is a movie based off of Stephen King's book, this is the pattern from the carpet in the Overlook Hotel in which the movie takes place. So it's a nice reference to something, and it's called Cabin Fevered. And if you've seen the movie, you'll understand why it's called that. It's a good joke. So, and I like this Warpaint a lot. It's a nice team colored Warpaint. Looks pretty nice on most things. So I'm going to put it, it's definitely better than most of these here. So I'm going to put it in B tier. Cabin Fevered is very good. Just slide these over a little bit. So I like this one a lot. It's very nice. Here we go. Cosmic Calamity, which is just a better version of Starcrossed. You know, brighter blues, brighter purples, you know, better secondary and tertiary colors. It's just infinitely better than Starcrossed in every way, so it goes in B tier. It's very good. Oh, of course, Damascus Mahogany is just one of the best skins in the game. It's clean, it's fresh, the color scheme just matches with the game beautifully. It looks good on every weapon model. Why they made this a mercenary grade is beyond me, and this is one of the reasons why I know they were experimenting really hard with this case, because this skin is fucking amazing. It's already, it's in the highest of tiers. It's the connoisseur level of skin, you know? Go to Damascus Mahogany, just even at like Battle Scarred, it looks really good, but it's just so clean. It looks so good, you know, polished wood, metal with fingerprints on it. It's like, how can you go wrong with this? It's so good. And yeah, I agree. We need more metal and wood grain paints. It's just so good. I love this Warpaint. It even looks good on something like the Flamethrower. It even looks good on something like the Degreaser. And not many Warpaints achieve that, and wow, so it's just in the highest of highs right there. Damascus Mahogany, one of the best Warpaints in the game, hands down. And then we have Dovetailed, which is, you know, dream piped, but better, and more common, and cheaper. And it's another girlfriend skin, but it's just more pastel-y, but it's just better than Dream Pipe because it's not this busy, cutesy thing. You know, it's a sticker Warpaint, yeah, just, you know, repeating doves, but it looks good. It's a much more clean and simple Dream Piped, and for that it belongs in C tier. It's good. It's just good. Geometrical Teams. This one's also just good. I want to give this a higher rating, but I really can't, just because it's very drab and kind of flat. I like the pattern inside, you know, the geometrical shapes and whatnot, different polygons of varying sides and number of sides, what have you. But I just don't like the fact that it isn't a seamless pattern. So you have these creases here, or these lines here that are very jarring and just really disrupt the flow of the whole Warpaint, and that bugs the crap out of me. So I'm gonna give it a C tier. It's definitely good, but it could have been something better if they made the texture seamless. So it's just, I wish it could be better. Geometrical Teams would be my favorite in my eyes if the blue side didn't have the fucking orange. Yeah, it has that one random splotch of orange, which doesn't do it any favors. You know, it has these orange bits, which I guess are okay, but they are pretty noticeable. And the red side doesn't have anything like that to help balance it out. So yeah, I agree with your statement there. And here's Hannah. Hannah is overhyped crap, and it's trash. I don't like this Warpaint. Why? Because this Warpaint is just a gradient with flowers and twigs and a solid color underneath. And they could have made this Warpaint infinitely better if they made a secondary color that was a bigger contrast to the main gradient. But the lighter color in the gradient is the exact same color as the secondary texture, or as the secondary element. So if you go to Hannah, it's just all pink, or it's just all blue. And there's nothing to help give it kind of depth or to show off the different elements of the weapon models. It's just all the same color. And people love this one because like, oh, it's bright, it's pretty, it's blue, it's pink and bright. Yeah, I love it. People just, you know, spurg over this one way too hard. It doesn't look good. It looks terrible at higher wears as well. So for me, it's overhyped shit, overhyped crap, going right down at the bottom. Sorry, I'm right. I'm sorry that I'm right. I can't not be right. It's the Barbie Warpaint. That's a great way to describe it. It's the fucking Barbie Warpaint. Oh man, that's great. That's the fucking Barbie Warpaint. Barbie's Dream Castle pre-assembled with Hannah on the wallpaper. Oh man. Yeah, it's also the Arizona Tea Warpaint. You're exactly right. Okay, hazard warning. Hideously underrated and looks absolutely amazing on everything. I love this war paint so much. You know, galvanized metal with the black and yellow hazard tape. I love this war paint. It looks super fucking cool. Again, another one that it should be at least a purple. Again, they gave us so many good blue tier skins in this case. It's insane. So firmly in B tier. Firmly in B tier. See, Toby, the reason why Arizona tea is delicious is because it's pumped full of sugar. It's got a fuckload of sugar in it. That's why it's good. And I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Oh, and of course, Jazzy. We have Jazzy. Again, it's just one of the best war paints in the game. I love the color pattern. Yes, it's bright. I know it conflicts with the color scheme in TF2. Yes, I know it's a pattern that was based off of a design made in the 90s, so it conflicts with the time era in which TF2 takes place. But I don't care. Jazzy is awesome. It's clean. It's colorful. I love the color scheme. It's so good. Oh, I love Jazzy. Like, I have several Jazzy weapons. I can't not have this skin. It looks so good. Oh, it's A tier. It's not the highest of the highs by any means, but it is absolutely an A tier skin. It is awesome. I love it. Oppositely, Miami Element is overhyped shit. This is the most overhyped skin in the game. People foam at the mouth over this skin, and I do not understand why. It is this hideously bright pink and blue and white with what's supposed to help contrast it with these purple elements, but when you look at it in game, it's just all purple, and nothing helps. It's just too bright and too flat. Suffers from the same thing that other war paints do, and that other war paint that bonk varnish suffers from. It's just too bright. And it's too flat. So Miami Element. Oh, fuck me. It's just too much. It's just way too much. And it doesn't look good. And you go to something like the sniper rifle, and oh, guess what? What if it was purple? It's all purple. And then if you go to higher wears, it just looks even worse. God, no, it's not good. I do not like this war paint. It's fucking terrible. It's overhyped trash, and it goes right at the lower tier. I don't like it. Sorry, that's where it belongs. It tries to be 80s retro style and it fails. And no, it achieves that perfectly, but it just didn't work out in TF2. It doesn't look good at all. Okay, Mosaic. All right, Mosaic is another one that is very underrated. I think it looks great. I love the color scheme. Again, it's like Merkstain. You have yellow and, or rather, you have orange and white and black. It's an amazing color scheme, works very well together. Love the design, love the pattern, looks great on everything. Definitely better than good, but not amazing. I'm putting it in B tier. Mosaic is very good. Another one that is very good is Neo Tokyo. It's just a great team colored skin. Looks amazing on pretty much everything. Higher wears are a bit of a detriment on this particular war paint, so it does suffer from that. That's the only thing keeping it out of A tier for me. But again, it's a nice anime reference as well, so it's going in B tier. Neo Tokyo, better than good, very nice war paint. It's not pre-chipped. It's meant to. This is meant to be like brushed and like worn out metal. That's what it is. Neo Tokyo. It's very good. It's not like fucking just removed paint. Okay, here we go. Polar Surprise. This was the tipping point. This Warpaint was the tipping point that Valve figured out, right? They knew that they could put this type of Warpaint in the game and get away with it, right? They knew they could start filling out the lower tiers with this subpar garbage and then put the overhyped trash like this in the higher tiers so people would buy the cases and open them, right? So they started incorporating more of this Warpaint to the success of the Winter 2017 Warpaint. This Warpaint, Polar Surprise, fucking sucks. Fucking hate it. It's this repeating cutesy cartoony thing. It just does not look good on anything. Brown and black with red or blue is not a good color scheme. It has white, which contrasts horrifically with the brown and the team color. Ugh, it does not look good. It's not a good color scheme. I don't like the pattern on it. It's firmly planted in shit tier. Bad. And then rounding us out in the Winter 2017 collection, we have Uranium. Uranium is insanely cool because I love what they did with the radioactive green seeping out behind the rusted metal. So you go to Uranium, and it glows. It almost looks like it's glowing, and I think that is just so cool. I love this. At higher wears, it looks like it's a melting down nuclear reactor, and it's just a really, really cool war paint. It's just good. It's great, and I'm putting it in B tier. It's not amazing, but it's certainly very good. So I'm putting it in B tier. It's awesome. Okay. And listen, if you didn't believe me about Valve using the Winter 2017 case to design future case layouts in terms of what skins they incorporate, look no further than Scream Fortress 10 and Smithsmith 2019. We're gonna do Scream Fortress 10 first. They incorporated terrible skins into this case, but then kept only a couple of good skins at the higher tiers because they knew people would still buy them, so they can open them for the higher tier skins while they only are presented with trash in the rest of the lower tiers, all right? There are a couple of exceptions. First one being Calavera Canvased. Yes, it's a sticker war paint. I know I don't like sticker war paints, but I have a certain personal appreciation for this skin because me being from South Texas, we just recently celebrated Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, and it's just nice to see this niche holiday, at least in the States, kind of better represented in this game. I don't know, I just think it's cool. I like the attention to detail that went into making the sugar skulls on this, or Calavera de Sucre, and I like it a lot. You know, you have the little, I'll pull it up in game just so you can see what I'm talking about. So, Calavera Canvased. So you have all of the different like team elements. You have the different team logos and class logos on this war paint. And it's a really nice detail. A lot of eye to detail went into this one. So I think it's good, and I'm putting it in B tier. I really enjoy this war paint. The thoughtfulness is nice. I like it a lot. It fits the holiday. I like it. And you're right. TF2 comics do take place in New Mexico. However, Day of the Dead isn't celebrated as widely in New Mexico as it is in Texas. At least I don't believe so. You have to go somewhere else like Arizona to find more people doing that. Okay, so speaking of the higher tiers, we have Electroshocked. This is just an amazing war paint that looks really, really good. But the downside is they knew they could incorporate one amazing skin at the highest grade and then just give shit for the rest, right? So this is just a really good war paint. The only thing that keeps this war paint out of the highest tier is that they fucked up the scaling on the skulls. So depending on what weapon model you put it on, they don't all look that great. So Electroshocked is here. So on something like the rocket launcher, it looks pretty good. Same for the black box. You can actually see the full skulls on these, but then if you go to something smaller, like the Crusader's crossbow, it gets all kind of blocked out and choppy, and then if you go to something else like the grenade launcher, the texture gets scaled down, so it looks really, really busy. So you lose out on a lot of like the lightning texture of the blue or the yellow. So it just doesn't look as good on these weapon models. It kind of looks like TV static, and for that reason, I'm putting it in A tier. So yeah. A tier it is for Electroshocked. There you go. Right up there you go. And then we have Ghost Town. The color scheme on this war paint is absolutely amazing. Purple on black on, you know, emerald green is a stunning color texture, or a stunning color palette. The only problem is that it's a sticker war paint, and it's just the same ghost repeated over and over again. And I find that really lazy, and they try to get away with it by giving it a really nice color scheme. I don't buy into that, bud. I don't take your bait. So I'm only giving this an A tier, even though the color scheme is really good. And now the rest of these are going to be shit. So Haunted Ghosts, they just ripped the unusual pattern, the unusual effects ghost, and then slapped it on a war paint. It looks, you know, it looks like it's glowing in the dark, but beyond that, that's really the only thing it has going for it. So I mean, it's not less than good, but it's certainly just a C tier. And then we have Horror Holiday and Spirit of Halloween. More sticker war paints. Yay, it's just a solid color with a bunch of stickers slapped on it. Hell yeah, this is what we want. This is great, high quality, not fucking clip art. Fuck me, I hate these so much. They're hideous, they're ugly, they're lazy, and they knew they could design these war paints and get away with it, and they would be accepted because Valve needs shit to fill out mercenary grade. And both of these are mercenary grade. Like, this is mercenary grade, and Damascus Mahogany is mercenary grade. Yeah! Just, God almighty. Both of these are just shit. They're terrible, terrible war paints, and they don't look good. The color schemes are awful on both of them as well. They go, like, Spirit of Halloween is just too brown, right? And then Horror Holiday, the black and orange and purple, which normally looks okay for Halloween, is not executed well because of the shitty stickers. No. And then you have Totally Boned. Again, it's just another sticker war paint, but it's certainly not as bad as Horror Holiday or Spirit of Halloween, so I'm putting it in D tier. It's still not good. It's the Sans war paint. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Skull Study. Skull Study is cool, but it suffers from the same problem as Fire Glazed in that random orientations can fuck up how the skulls look on different weapon models. And it's really unfortunate, and it's the only thing that's going to keep it out of B tier for me. So you go to Skull Study, Skull Study, Skull Study, Skull Study, Skull Study, Skull Study, and, you know, go to something like the Black Box. That doesn't look too bad. But oh, all of a sudden, they're upside down, and it doesn't look nearly as good. So, for that reason, it's just a C tier. It would be a B tier if they didn't fuck up the orientations of the skulls, but I can't give it more than that, so it's going in B tier. And yes, it's a JoJo reference. Oh, you insult my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference skin. Wow. I don't watch JoJo. I'm not a fan. You can like whatever show you want, but it's just, it looks good, but it could have been better, and it's not. And then we have Spectral Shimmered. Man, what this war paint could have been if Valve didn't fuck it up. You know, the scaling on this pattern was supposed to be smaller so you see more of the ghosts. This was supposed to have different lighting elements, so it made it look like it was glowing in the dark, but neither of those got added. So it's either just a flat blue or a flat purple war paint that has ghosts on it and nothing else. And it's just such a bummer that they ruined this war paint. If it was properly implemented, it would easily be a B tier, but with how it looks in game now, it's a D tier. It's just not good. And it just really bums me out, because that one would have been so nice if they had just fixed the lighting on it and adjusted the scaling of the texture, but they didn't. I'm shocked that they still didn't fix it, you know? But whatever. Okay, Tumor Toasted. Hear me out. Hear me out about Tumor Toasted, okay? The quality and attention to detail that went into this war paint is rarely seen from the workshop, okay? It's, you know, it's a reference to the bread update, and it's the moldy, tumory bread. You know, it's meant to be gross and off-putting, but they achieved it so well. You look at this and you just go, ew, you know, but that's what it's supposed to do. It's meant to be this icky, nasty, slimy, green, moldy bread, and they achieved it. They executed it perfectly, and the color scheme is exactly what you would expect. And fuck me, I have to give it a B tier, just because of the time and effort and quality that this Warpaint has. Right in B tier. But why would you want to put it on a weapon? I don't know. It looks not. I mean, if you go to like Tumor Toasted, I don't think it looks that bad. It's certainly bright and noticeable, but I mean, it's gross. But it's meant to be gross. That's the point. It's a Halloween Warpaint, right? And again, it achieves it very well. So kudos to the creator of this one. You did a stand-up job. It's very good. Okay, so you thought that Scream Fortress 10 was bad. You thought Scream Fortress 10 was a stinky bad and sad collection. Here is Winter 2019. Winter 2019 is by far the worst Warpaint case in the game. It is just so bad, all right? You're gonna see most of these rated very poorly. So, starting us off, here is Alpine. Alpine is actually okay, and that's really saying something for this collection. It's good. It's, you know, it's just green with a light brown. It looks like a tree. It's the point. It gets the job done. It's not bad. It's just overall decent. So it's definitely a C tier. Then you have Frost Ornamented. I mean, it's meant to look like an ornament, and it certainly achieves that. Nothing special. It's team colored, you know, it has the snow. It's not bad, but it's nothing amazing. But it's just, again, it's just very flat, very simple. Not a whole lot of effort went into this one. It's just a solid color pattern with, you know, swirly curly Q design with a snow texture. And that's it. So it's just good. So you belong in C tier. And then we have fucking gift wrapped. Oh, fuck me. This is just bonk varnished, but it's the holiday version of bonk varnished. It's too bright, it's too flat, it's an assault on the eyes, but they had the misfortune to make it even more common than bonk varnished, and it's just, it's the exact same thing. So I'm also putting you right down into shit tier. That's the only other adjustment from my Warpaint video that I uploaded the other day, is that I've changed bonk varnished and gift wrapped right into shit. Bad. Not good. I need more music. I just realized that I ran out of tunes here, but thankfully I have another playlist. Perfect. Okay. Igloo. The Igloo Warpaint is probably the best one out of this case. And again, that's really saying something. This is the best Warpaint out of Winter 2019. It's really bright, and just like the bright ice blue just does not belong in Team Fortress 2. You go to Igloo and just goddamn, hold on, let me pull it up. Igloo, woo, that is bright, but again, it looks good. It's good. The best Warpaint out of this collection, by far. I'm putting it in B tier. Higher wears also make it look good, because guess what? At higher wears, it doesn't reveal the same color of the Warpaint underneath. It just gets kind of darker, you know, kind of like dirty snow. So it's not even on the Brass Beast, it's not terrible, and that's really saying something. So it's definitely a B tier skin. That's the only B tier you're gonna see from this collection. Doesn't this look familiar? Seriously Snowed? Doesn't that look oddly reminiscent of another Warpaint that we got before? Doesn't that look almost the same as this Polar Surprised? Wow, I'm so happy we got the exact same fucking terrible Warpaint in another case. Thanks. Thank you. It's shit. It's shit. It's bad. It's ugly. I fucking hate this Warpaint, and I hate this Warpaint too. They're terrible. They're lazy. They're boring sticker Warpaints. Get them out. Right into shit tier. And again, Valve knew they could get away with it too, and they did it. No, these two were not made by the same guy. Probably heavily inspired though. I will say that much. Okay, next up we have Slay in Style. Oh god. Again, okay, so this one has a color scheme issue. Yellow, or not yellow, gold on green on red is a good color scheme, and it looks nice. But on the blue variant, it's blue and gold and green, and it just doesn't look good. So, Slay in Style, bring that all the way up. On the blue side, it's not bad. It's just okay. Then you go, or on the red side, it's not bad. It's just okay. But you go to blue, it's ugly. Oh fuck, I hate it so much. It's not good. Not a good color scheme at all. And it's lazy, it's flat. It's three solid colors, gold, blue, or red, and then green, with just rocket launcher rockets and sticky bombs and pipes, and that's it. It's just not good. I'm putting you in D tier. Did I put that in D tier last time? I did. I'm putting it in D tier. It's just not a good Warpaint and does not look that great. I understand that it's meant to look like a Christmas sleigh or like gift wrap, but it just doesn't look great. And then we have Smith's Camo. This was very underwhelming for an assassin grade. I understand why they put Smith's Camo as an assassin grade, because it has this shiny metallic bit to it, which again kind of looks like the bargain bin wrapping paper that you find in like a Target sales section, you know, in the middle of January after Christmas so they can get rid of it. You know, it's not bad though. It's not bad. It's just okay. It's just okay, you know? I just don't like the brown. If it didn't have the brown, it would be so much better. Brown and green do not look good together unless it's just green and just brown with no other colors incorporated into it. So it's firmly, did I put that in C tier? I did. So this is a C tier Warpaint for sure. And then we have, oh wow, we have Smith's Village, which is just gift wrapped but different colors and stickers and brown. These two Warpaints were made by the same guy. Can you tell? Can you tell they're made by the same guy? Because I can. And they're both equally as bad, and I'm putting them firmly in D tier because neither of these are good. They harped on using very bright, flat colors to make them more appealing to the eye while being lazy with the rest of the design, and that pisses me off. And they knew they could get away with it, and I don't like it for that reason. Goodbye. It's meant to be like the candy cane. Like you go like to the elf village and you see like the candy cane sticking up out of the ground, you know, and then like green shit, I guess, and then stickers. Ugh, just flat and boring. Okay. Then we have Snow Covered. Snow Covered is another one of the Warpaints in this case. It's probably on par, if not a little bit better than Igloo. This one looks really good, and this one had a pretty good eye to detail put into it. You have the different team-oriented snowflakes. So, Snow Covered, put it on the black box so you can see it. You have the different class icons in the middle of each of the snowflakes, and I think that's a nice touch. You know, a little bit more detail went into this one, and I can really appreciate it. It looks good on both blue and red, and even at higher wears, it's not bad. So this is definitely a B tier skin. It's slightly better than good, so it goes right into B tier for sure. Okay. All right, and now we are on to Scream Fortress 12. Valve more than made up for Scream Fortress 10 and Smith's 2019 when they gave us this case, because we got a lot of really good skins in this one. First one being candy coated. I like orange and I like candy corn. I like the simplicity of the geometric design, and this is an instance where the orange and the purple contrast very nicely because there's enough of it to contrast in comparison to something like Horror Holiday where there's too much purple and not enough of the brighter colors to help balance it out. So that's why this purple and orange Warpaint succeeded way more than Horror Holiday, and I like this one a lot. I think it's very good. I'm putting it in C tier. It's definitely a good Warpaint. Summer 2020 did not have a Warpaint case. Up next, Crawl Space Crittered. Okay, well first I want to show the candy corn one in the game. I'll show you candy coated because I really do like that one a lot. I just think it's nice. It's you know, it has a good balance of purple and orange, and it's just simple. It's clean. It's good. I like it. But then we go to something like Crawl Space Crittered. Crawl Space Crittered is probably the highest quality war paint put in the game, hands down. If you look at the amount of detail that went into this war paint, it's absolutely amazing. They set out to make this war paint look like a haunted house, and they succeeded perfectly. You have these old, you know, cobweb riddled shingles on a house, like an old beat up house. You have these old creaky floorboards that are rotting away with these holes in them, and then you have these really eerie eyes just peering through them at you. Man, they did such a good job. They set out to make a Halloween themed war paint, and just they hit the nail right on the fucking head, and it looks so good. It looks amazing. It's such a good war paint. Great attention to detail on this one. You can tell a lot of effort went into it. I fucking love it. It is so good. That attention to detail alone, not even incorporating the fact that it looks great on everything, even at higher wares, makes it deserve an A tier. It's the same case with Tumor Toasted. Great eye to detail, but this one just looks so much better. They did both things. They set out to a goal, they achieved it, and they made it look good. Great war paint. 10 out of 10. Fucking amazing. Alternatively, we have Death Deluxe. This is the Guns N' Roses war paint, and all I can hear in my head is Axl Rose just screaming "Sweet Child of Mine" over and over again, and I don't want to be hearing that. I don't like it. It's the black and the white are not a good contrast. If they had made the white a little bit more muted, I think it would have looked better. The black is a bit too much like charcoal gray, and the clip art is not that highly detailed, and the color of the green contrasts pretty poorly with the rest of the war paint. So I don't like this one a lot. I really don't. I wish it was better, but I can't really rate it that highly. Where did I put this last time? Did I put it in C tier? I put it in D tier. I don't remember. I'm trying to find it with my bad eyesight. Oh no, I put it in shit tier. That was a little bit harsh. It's definitely not a shit tier, but I'm gonna put it in D tier. I'm not really big on this one. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. You know, I don't want to hear Axl Rose sing anymore. I've heard it on the radio too much. I've had enough. I don't want to hear his voice. Ugh. Okay, and then we have Eye Stalker. You know what? This is another one of those war paints. They set out to achieve a goal and they got it. They went for a potted plant and they got a potted plant and they got it. You know, you have the green, you got the brown, you like the terracotta brown, not like dirt brown, but like terracotta pot brown, which I like a lot. And then you have, you know, the purple, and then you have the eyeball plants, which is, you know, very, you know, Little Shop of Horrors-esque, you know, and for it being as simple as it is, it's certainly not bad. So I'm going to put it in a C tier. It's just a good Halloween kind of, you know, war paint, you know? And then you have Gordy Green. Oh man, it's a sticker war paint with baby shit puke green with a whole bunch of pumpkins slapped on it. Yay, it's done. Just copy and paste the same pumpkin 100 times and that's it. That's all you get. It's shit. I hate this war paint. I fucking hate it. You're right in the shit tier, my friend. Smallpox paint, exactly. And then we have Sweet Toothed. Oh fuck me. This is so busy. You know, like you thought Carpet Bomber was busy. This just oh god, why? Fucking why? It's just, I'll show you what I mean. Hold on. So Sweet Toothed. Oh god, what happened? Like, I understand what they were trying to go for, right? So let's just go to the base war paint, okay? I understand what they were trying to go for. They're doing, like, again, the nice orange and purple contrast, but they put in way too much orange and way too much yellow and white. It's just so much. All of the space in between the candy corns is just too much. Either one of the two textures needed to be solid purple or solid orange, and then it would have been fine. But good god, it really hurts my eyes to look at. Man, yeah, and then like the random ammo in the middle of the corn and like the three smaller pieces of corn just make it way too busy. So anything you put this on, wow, it's vomit. It's orange and yellow and white vomit. It's just, ugh. Ugh. No, it's bad. It's just so bad. If they had made either of the two textures, like if they had made this upper texture solid purple, and they kept this kind of orange and yellow and white flame pattern, it would look really good, but it's bad. It does not look good, so it's going firmly in shit. Yeah, when you eat 3 bags of candy corn. And Lazy Purple just went live, so I lost 20 viewers, but whatever. All right. Next, we have Spider's Cluster. Wow. Fuck. This is not good, and I'll show you why. So, Spider's Cluster, I don't mind the secondary and tertiary color at all, but the main pattern with the weird, like, burned gradient looks just so... oh god. What's that tool in Photoshop? Like dodge and burn or something? I don't even know what it's called. Photoshop enthusiasts will know better than me, but they just went to town with that tool, and it just looks really bad. The gradients in this look terrible. It would have been better off with a solid color, and it would have been better, but it just, no. It doesn't look bad on red, because the yellow and like the reddish brown look nice, and the gradient between the darker red and the lighter orange matches really well. But then you go to the blue, and the brown and like the super bright, almost neon bluish purple is just like, woo! Man, it's way too much. Just damn. I'll look at that when I get to Hell Driver. So this one is just not, I think I put this in D tier last time. Did I put it in D tier? Yeah, I put it in D tier. It's just way, it's just not good. I understand what they were trying to go for, but it just didn't succeed. Okay, Spider Season. Seeing this kind of war paint again is a nice breath of fresh air, because we don't have many black and white war paints, you know? It was the black and white on this one contrasts nicely because it's like a bone white and a very dark black. Then you have the cobwebs on it. Yes, you have spider stickers. It's another sticker war paint, whatever. But it looks good. It's not terrible. It's not flat colors, and that makes me happy. The colors aren't flat because the cobwebs give it depth, and that helps a lot. So it looks definitely better than most other sticker war paints, so I'm putting it in C tier. It's quite good. Up next, we have Hell Driver. Oh man, I love this war paint so much. This one is better than Fireglaze because it solved the problem that Fireglaze was dealing with, and that they fixed the flame orientations on every single weapon model so it looks good. So for example, if you go to Hell Driver, if I go to Hell Driver, Driver of Hell, Hell Driver, man, look at that. It's awesome. Fuck yeah. God, look at that. And they're always fixed. They're always fixed to make it look like the flames are coming out of the weapon barrel. And it looks so fucking good. I love the green. It reminds me of those old, like, you know, chopper drawings. It's awesome. And so someone wanted me to look at the scattergun, but oh yeah, the barrels on this one are fucked, unfortunately. Yeah, that one's kind of fucked. Don't know why they didn't make the flames go parallel to the barrel and scattergun, but yeah, it's not as good on this one. But on others, it's very good. I love it a lot. So Hell Driver is probably another one of my favorite war paints in the game, and it's going right up into the highest of tiers. It's a very, very good war paint. It's awesome. Another war paint that, oh, well, there you go. Mummified Mimic. Another war paint. Let me quickly save my tier list so it doesn't crash on me again like it did last time. Another war paint that pays an amazing eye to detail, or pays a lot of attention and has great eye for detail. I'm fucking up with my words here. Is Mummified Mimic. We don't have any monster war paints from previous Halloween collections, and this is really nice to see, you know? It's a cool mummy with eyeballs and teeth. It's a monster. It's very Halloween themed, right? But the only thing that just keeps this out of A tier is the fact that they didn't really do anything with the secondary and tertiary patterns. I would have loved to have seen like a sandstone pattern and then something like hieroglyphics on it to make it like really sell that it's an Egyptian mummy. But they didn't do that, and it's just flat. It wasn't enough. So I'm putting it in B tier. It's a really nice Warpaint. I love the fact that it's a monster, but it just needed a little bit more for it to be like a really good one. No, Yeti Coated doesn't count as a monster Warpaint because it was made to fit the theme of Jungle Inferno. Organically Hell Raised. Okay, not much to say about this one. It's at this point just one of the best mercenary grades skins in the game. So, because it just looks really fucking cool. Like, wow. It's cool. This is a great skin. You know, I like the skull sticker. It's not the only thing that sells the weapon. The color scheme is great. You know, red and blue variants. It's just again, Persia Persuader's bugged. It just looks, look at the Medigun. It looks so good. This is an amazing Warpaint. I love this one a lot. It's very, very nice. I beg to differ. I think the blue version is awesome because it's like this eerie hellfire, right? And I think it looks really cool. So just, I love the green fire. Green fire is really neat. I like it a lot. So definitely one of the best mercenary grade skins in the game, and it goes right up into A tier for sure. Portal Plastered. It's the Minecraft portal. Yay, we just slapped some fucking basalt texture from Minecraft, and then we have the portal. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, they kind of went for the low-hanging fruit on this one, and people already got upset with me for putting it in C tier, but it's not bad, but it's nothing amazing either. You know, for me, it's just way too much purple on the weapon models. It's a little too much. So Portal Plastered, it's just no, it's too purple. It needs to be muted a little bit. Yeah, I meant to say obsidian, not basalt, sorry. So, it's just, no. It's just okay. It's just okay. Okay, up next we have Raving Dead. Raving Dead is fucking awesome. When I first saw this Warpaint, I thought it was gonna be too busy, but thankfully it's not, because the green contrasts with the purple and black perfectly. So Raving Dead and how the light plays with the green on it, it looks so cool. And the smaller texture reminds me of, like, you know, 1990s movie theater carpet. You know, like where you go and you have like the wacky like triangles and multicolored circles and whatnot. This Warpaint is absolutely amazing. It's so cool. It's fucking awesome. It looks good on everything. Even at like higher wears, you still get the shine with it. It's super cool. It's again one of the better Warpaints that have been added to the game up until this point, and it goes right up into A tier. It's an amazing Warpaint. Very, very good. Raving Dead on Bizarre Bargain and the Scattergun. Alright, I'll check out the Scattergun and the Bizarre Bargain and see. Bizarre Bargain. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then the Scattergun. Yeah, it's good. It's just a really good Warpaint. I like this one a lot. It's very, very good. Up next, we have Spectrum Splattered. Wow! Why did they add this? Holy fuck! It's so bright. It's an assault on the eyes, and it does not belong in TF2, and I fucking love it. I love Spectrum Splattered. It looks so fucking cool. Why? Because it's not flat, bright colors. And they aren't flat, bright colors. And it makes me so happy that they didn't do that. You wanna know why? And you wanna know why? Because I forgot something. I forgot the key Warpaint that violates the rule of having nothing but bright, flat colors, and it's fucking Winterland Wrapped. I forgot to put this in. This is the Elite Grade Warpaint from the Winter 2019 collection, and this one is shit. It's crap. It's garbage. It's only bright colors and nothing else. And they slapped a Falling Shader on it and said, well, that's good enough. It'll be a good accepted for Elite Grade. Hell yeah. Fucking hate it. But then, here comes Spectrum Splatter comes along, and it fixes every issue with Winterland Wrapped. It's a cool gradient, and the secondary pattern is not flat. It's like this mottled purple and brown, almost like a stone texture, like a lava lamp even. You know, it's very 70s, you know, you know, trippy kind of color. It's really fucking cool. It's a great war paint. And this is infinitely more deserving of elite grade than this is, right? You know, go to Winterland Wrapped. I'll show you Winterland Wrapped. Just fuck. It looks like a fucking Fisher Price toy. This is a Fisher Price toy. You go to Toys R Us and you want like a toy for your baby. This is what you buy him. And then the blue variant just looks so bad. God. And like there's like a Fong shader that makes like these really tiny stars that are supposed to appear, and it's just like, ugh, no, not good. But then you go to Spectrum Splattered, and then bam, wow, it looks so much better because it isn't flat color. It looks so good. The gradient is insanely gaudy, but the darker purple contrasts with it very nicely. And it also succeeds where Miami Element fails, because Miami Element has too much of the purple and not enough of the brighter texture. And this is so much better than Miami Element. Ah, it's so fucking good. So, Spectrum Splattered goes all the way up into the highest of tiers. Right there, right where you belong. Winterland Wrapped is all the way down in shit tier. Fuck you. Not good. And last but not least, in Scream Fortress 12, we have Pumpkin Pied Warpaint, all right? This one is, I like this one for the color scheme. We don't really have any fall-themed war paints, and now we do. You know, it's very cozy. I look at this and I think of like, oh man, I'm at home, Thanksgiving, there's pie. You know, it's a very warm and welcoming war paint. The only problem with this war paint is that it has traced clip art. Whoever made this war paint just straight up traced a piece of clip art that they found on Google. So hold on, I have it here. Let me pull it up. Here it is. So yeah, they literally just traced a piece of clip art. So good job to whoever did that. You could have at least tried to have drawn your own, you know, slice of pumpkin pie. But you know what? It is what it is. I do not condone tracing art to make your own art. But there you go. And this is why I hate sticker war paints, because, you know, it's just clip art. And in this instance, literally traced clip art. So, but I'm not gonna give it shit tier for the fact it has traced art. I like the color scheme a lot, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. Yeah, contraband war paint soon. Bye. Well, the thing is about that piece of clip art is that it's free. It's a royalty-free piece of clip art, so they're allowed to use it. So, I like the color scheme on this one. I'm putting it in B tier. It looks good. All right, 2 more to go. Smith Sweater. You can't complain about a free war paint, right? You get this one each year for Smith now since 2017. It's a Christmas sweater. It has the TF snowflakes, you know, so it's, you know what? I like it. I like this war paint. It's cute, it's cozy. I like the color scheme on it. Yes, it's busy as hell, but it's free. It's free, and it looks all right. So I'm putting it in C tier. You know, it's always a nice treat to have this pop up in your inventory when Smith comes around, so I like it. It's cute. It's a free factory new war paint. Exactly. And then Dragon Slayer. I think Dragon Slayer's very underrated. People don't like this one just because of how common it is, but I think it's really cool. And it looks really cool on the 9 weapon models you can put it on, you know, so you have like the shotgun, the Dragon's Fury, rocket launcher, medigun, knife, grenade launcher, and then you have, what am I forgetting? You have sniper rifle, scattergun, and what am I forgetting? Minigun. So on those, it looks really nice. And there's also, there was that bug that existed where you can get a different wares other than factory new, and they are insanely rare. So for example, I myself have one of these. Where is my page of rare skins here? Where is you? Where are my Dragon Slayer skins? There you are. So like, I think it looks really cool. I love the Fong shaders on this one. I love the color. Yeah, I call a temporary feature that was eventually removed a bug. I call it a bug. But here's a battle scarred one, and the fact the Fong shader remains in full force makes it look really cool. It's like a charred, beat up dragon. So I really, really like this war paint. I think it's cool. So I'm gonna put it, you know, I think it belongs in B tier. I think it's nice. All right. Oh wait, I put Spider Season in C tier. I meant to put that in B tier. Spider Season is a little bit better than C tier. Okay. There we go. It's done, and now people can't complain that I didn't upload the full version of the tier list. It's done. Here it is. Here's the official tier list. It's done. It's complete, with my thoughts fully laid out in full view for everyone to see and hear, what have you. It's done. It took me about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to do it. So there you go. My voice is very tired now. Let me stop the recording.